points. Vanessa Marinova, 4 points for Sierra Allen. Allen was 0 for 2 free throwing. 3 points for Daria Arakovich. 3-point bucket. Nayland Delegato had 3 points, 1 out of 2 at the line. 2 points for Avery West, the Torrington native. 2 for Tatiana Yarel, who fouled out with 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go, with the lone fielder for her in the contest. So 11 players in the game for Eastern Wyoming, and 10 scored. Let's look at Western Nebraska's scoring now in this one, as they had 10 people play and 9 score in the contest. Led by Jayla Owen with 16. Boy, did she come alive. 13 of those in the fourth quarter. Owen had some 4 3-pointers in the contest and went 2 of 2 in free throwing. Then also double figures, Bree Fowler, 12 points, 3 out of 4. One of those threes I had her down for was credited as a 2, so she had 1 3-pointer, 3 out of 4 in free throwing. 12 points, Ola Duda, 6 out of 11 in free throwing. Faith Walker had 10. She was 4 of 8. 9 points, MJ Adu. She was 2 for 3 and had a 3-pointer. 7 points, Shio Isono, 1 for 2 at the line. 7 points, Yada Garcia. She fouled out with 3:11 to go in the game and was 1 of 1, had a couple of 3-pointers. See, 2 points, Emmy Person-Band. She was injured, didn't come back in. Don't know how serious it was, but she did have 2 points, and Natalie Berry got in and did not score. So 10 played, 9 scored. We'll look at some of the team stats when we come back on the Runza post-game show.
Marcus is giving a holiday gift to himself?
Yeah, I was a really good boy this year.
Oh, good for you.
I got $50 of Runza gift cards to give to my friends and got a $10 gift card for myself.
Well, sometimes it's better to give and receive.
Right? I made a list, checked it twice.
And the list said Marcus?
List said Marcus.
'Tis the season. Buy $50 of Runza gift cards and get a $10 gift card free. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
In 1942, 10 individuals put up $10 each to purchase a gas station in Alliance, forming the cooperative that would become Westco. Over the past 80 years, Westco has grown to 6 divisions with locations throughout the Wyobraska area. From our first location in Alliance to our most recent acquisition in Wheatland, Westco is grateful to our producers, patrons, and communities for making the past 80 years possible, and we look forward to serving you for years to come. Westco, service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff supports the WNCC Cougars, treating your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Dr. Levi Bolin can treat all of your hurts, pains, aches, and injuries. If you are experiencing pain in your head, neck, shoulders, arms, mid or low back, or down to your legs, call for an appointment today. Advantage Chiropractic is also fully certified with Optum VA. If you know a veteran that needs chiropractic care, call Levi today. Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 308-633-1425. Go Cougars!
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Ask Shelter Agent Travis Hawk about Shelter's home insurance options.
KOLT, 690 AM, your home for Cougar Athletics.
Western Nebraska wins it in dominating fashion in the women's game, 82-55. Looking at some quick stats here, rebounding 52-42. Western Nebraska led by Faith Walker with 11, so she had a double-double, 11 rebounds, 10 points. Second was Duda with 9 to go with her 12 points. On the other side, wow. Naora had 18 rebounds to go with her 19 points for Eastern Wyoming. Second in rebounding was Kopilovich with 9. Shooting, 33% for Eastern Wyoming on total field goals, 36% for Western. Three is a big difference. 2 of 17 for Eastern Wyoming, that's 12%. 30% for Western Nebraska, 8 of 27. Free throws, 24 of 37, 65% for Western Nebraska, 15 of 25, 60% for Eastern Wyoming. Again, Western Nebraska now 4-3, and Eastern Wyoming falls to 0-7. Men's game is coming up next. Hope you can stick around.
Hi, this is Larry from Russell's Automotive. Even though we don't want to think about it, we all know those cold, freezing temperatures are just around the corner. Here at Russell's Automotive, we want to make sure that everyone has their car fully prepared for winter. Russell's Automotive offers a full winter check, which includes checking tires, tire pressure sensors, battery, coolant level and protection, belts, hoses, lights, and wipers. So call or stop by Russell's Automotive for your winter check. Call 635-4065 or stop at 112 West 27th Street, Scottsbluff.
At Team Auto Center, we don't bury our customers in empty promises and worn-out gimmicks. We believe in providing our 7 brand promises to every customer. This ensures a relaxed experience where your needs are the focus, not a buy today mentality. That's why you can trust Team Auto Center to enhance your auto buying experience. Team Auto Center, one low price, plain and simple, always.
GMC, we are professional grade.
You're listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of the Cougars.
Chuck Schwartz with Coach Billy Engel. See Shane and his crew at Scottsbluff Screen Printing for all of your winter sports needs. Well, 6 games into the season before I have a chance to visit with you. 3-3 record probably tells a bit of the story, but give us your evaluation on the pluses and minuses so far.
Well, after, especially after this last weekend, I think we're really moving in the right direction. We're on the right trajectory as far as, how we want to, defensively, utilize our strengths. I think we really took some steps forward this last weekend with that. Our offensive fluidity has grown and gotten better and better and better. Early in the season, dropping that one to Laramie County, it stings, it hurts, especially an overtime loss, but, we've done nothing but get better since then. And, that Seward loss was, to an incredibly talented team, and, Salt Lake just moved up to number 2 in the country. We really had them on their heels, so still a lot to be optimistic about, but, we still got a ways to go.
Yeah. Salt Lake deserving of that number 2 rating, do you think?
Right now, with what they've done so far, absolutely. They haven't lost yet. They've won every game by double digits. So I'd say as of right now, they probably deserve it. And we played them without their best player wasn't even suited up that game. So they are talented. They are deep. They can shoot it. They can score it. They're really good.
Let's talk about your injury situation.
Yeah. So Cameron Dennis is the big one right now. We just found out he's going to need season-ending shoulder surgery on his right shoulder. Tough break for us. Really, really talented young man. I mean, one of the, quickest, most agile, quick first steps I've really ever seen. Talented, scoring it all over the floor. So definitely hurts us losing him. But we've been a little bit deeper at the guard position this year, so we're definitely going to need some of these guys to step up a little bit.
Yeah. Not at a guard, maybe, but one of your newcomers, Stephen Ovia, he's 8th in the country right now in field goal percentage. He's making 3 out of every 4.
Yeah, he's taken some really, really big steps so far as a freshman. I mean, he got here in August, and the talent was there, the length was there, the athleticism was there, everything we hoped for when we recruited him. And, we knew that he was going to have some things that he needed to improve on, and in workouts and practice and skill development stuff, taking the weight room seriously, taking the nutrition seriously. He has grown, so much in 2.5 months. So I'm really proud of his progress. And, around the rim right now, when guys find him and, he's got an open area, he's been really, really good at, converting and getting us 2 points. So, continue to see him getting better.
Tonight's opponent, Eastern Wyoming, has a prolific scorer. John Barbie right now 20.1. That's 26th in the country. Also a couple more in doubles also. So they've got some maybe other people to go to also.
Yeah, no question about it. The guard, he's scoring 20 a game. That's no small thing. Their big kid, the young man from Serbia, watched him play a little bit as well, and he's very, very talented and unique in his skill set as well. So got our hands full with both of them, but in a game like this, you got to throw out a lot of the what you think you know, and you got to take it one possession at a time in a rivalry game. Feel really good about how we competed this last weekend, and look at the box scores. Some of what they did out in Salt Lake was maybe not quite as good, but it means nothing right now. In a rivalry game like this, you're 40 miles away from each other. we're going to get the absolute best version of Eastern Wyoming tonight.
Short turnaround, long bus ride home only 3 days ago.
Man, no question. And, we played 3 games in 3 days, and so did they. We played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and both of us had to play Salt Lake. Both of us went 2-1. Tired legs, tired bus legs, but it's, who's going to be tougher possession by possession, who wants this win more.
Today's Key to the Game is brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. What do you think the key is?
The key right now is, for us, defensively, we've got to keep the basketball in front of us. We keep the ball in front. That helps the rest of our defense, not have to rotate, not have to scramble, and not have to, help in recovery quite as much. So for us, if we can start out just by setting the tone defensively, I think that helps with the rest of our game. And can't get caught up in the rivalry, can't get caught up in the crowd and the talking and the referees, and we just got to win one possession at a time and be extremely mentally tough tonight.
Best of luck, Coach.
Thank you, Chuck.
Starting lineups are next. You're listening to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show.
Did you know Ideal Linen and Uniform is also a full-service janitorial supply provider? You don't need to worry about finding your janitorial supplies. Ideal will keep your business stocked, saving you time and money. Ideal Linen and Uniform provides quality cleaning and industrial products, mops, soap, air freshening system, paper products, custom logo maps, cleaning supplies, even signage, and more. Call for a free quote. Ideal Linen and Uniform, locally owned and operated since 1907. 506 South Beltline, Scottsbluff. Online at ideal-linen.com or call 632-7197.
No job is ever done without the right fuels. This is Brian from Dooley Oil. In this country, our extreme conditions call for extreme measures. We carry both red and clear diesel treated with power service to keep injectors clean and add lubricity and avoid gelling tough and cold weather. We also offer a full line of house products designed to keep you on the road and field. Committed to service, Dooley Oil offers delivery too. Stop in at 2475 North 10th Street on the Scottsbluff-Deering Highway or call 633-2764.
KOLT, 690 AM, your home for WNCC Athletics.
We have a little time in between, so we're going to hold off on starting lineups. It's always difficult between games to be able to know for sure because we don't have a chance to talk to the men's coaches while the women's game is going on. So again, in the first game, 82-55, Western Nebraska defeated Eastern Wyoming. The men's game between the two schools has each team entering with 3 wins, 3 losses. Eastern Wyoming had a 2-game winning streak snapped in a 122-65 loss to second-rated Salt Lake. Western Nebraska also lost to Salt Lake, but it was 97-80 before pounding Tailor-Made Prep. Both teams beat Tailor-Made Prep by similar scores, if you even believe comparative scores can be taken at face value. Salt Lake's currently rated second in the nation. Eastern Wyoming also has a loss to 5th-ranked College of Southern Idaho. Tom Anderson has been a longtime coach at Eastern Wyoming, both for the men's and women's teams on occasions, while Billy Engel is in his 3rd year at Western Nebraska. Both teams are similar in scoring. Western Nebraska in the mid-80s per game, with Eastern Wyoming in the low 80s. However, defensively, more of a difference. Western Nebraska allows 73.5 points per game. Eastern Wyoming's been allowing 90. We'll see if these numbers hold true, as the Highway 26 battle usually means close, competitive games. John Barbie of Eastern Wyoming is 23rd in the country in scoring at 20.1 points per game. Western Nebraska's Stephen Ovia is 10th in field goal percentage at a blistering 77%. The Eastern Wyoming men play at North Platte College next Friday, while Western Nebraska's at the Gillette Border Wars next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, facing Dawson Community College, Miles Community College, and Williston State, respectively. Our next coverage on KOLT will be Friday, December 9th, as the Cougars host Northwest Wyoming. Well, the official introduction of starting lineups will be coming up here shortly, so we'll take a break and see if we can get everything organized for this second game or not. It's a little tough, as I said, and Bill Sheffield, the PA guy, is always gracious about trying to help as much as he can, but he's running around still trying to get some information for him on this ball game, so we may have to just wait and listen for the starting lineups to come out and bring them to you with some of the statistics that are available for those teams. Again, as we said, Bar B averaging 20.1 points. But they also have Ate Varisto at 10.1 points. Marco Kraninic at 11.8 points per ball game. So there are some other weapons, along with Seal Ojavibi at 9.1 points. For Western Nebraska, Biko Johnson at 12.5, Rodney Sawyer 10.3, Carl Thorpe 11, Cameron Dennis, but you heard in the interview with the coach, 13 point per game, but he's out, season-ending shoulder surgery for him. We hate to see that. He's had a series of that in his last couple of years since high school, so don't know, his career may simply be over. And that's sad to see for anyone, but particularly the viciousness of the injuries that he has had in the last couple of years. Well, we'll, I believe, have the PA announcement coming up here as to the starters. Don't know if we're going to have a national anthem for the second game or not. We did for the first game, but let's see. Western Nebraska cheering it up down the way. You might be able to hear a little bit. They do play enthusiastically for Coach Billy Engel in his third year. A.J. DeMond in his first year as the assistant for Western Nebraska. And Tom Anderson, I said, he's been the women's coach, the men's coach. He switched back. He's been to the men again and the women, and back on the men's side again. Longtime coach, fixture at Eastern Wyoming in Torrington. About, 30, 35 miles down the road on Highway 26. We call it the Highway 26 battle, and it doesn't matter records. These teams go at it hammer and tongs against each other once they hit the court in whatever sport it is. Here's our national anthem. Good-sized crowd on hand tonight. They came trickling in throughout the women's game. Pretty good-sized crowd on hand by the time we ended up with that one. We'll have the official introduction of starting lineups coming up. Before they do that, we'll take our one final break.
You've worked hard to save up, so if you are now looking for a new place to make it work hard for you, look no further than Riverstone Bank. Right now, we are offering a deal of a rate on 11-month new deposit CDs, plus great rates on many of our other CD terms. Stop into any of our locations and talk with a personal banker about the best term at the best rate for the best return. Riverstone Bank, we're local and we're here to help. Riverstone Bank, member FDIC.
With 3 campuses plus classes online, Western Nebraska Community College makes it easier than ever to learn where you live. Whether you're seeking short-term training or planning to transfer to a 4-year institution, WNCC offers a quality education that's affordable and local. Combine that with access to more than $4 million in assistance. WNCC is a great place to start pursuing your dreams. Take the next step and register today. Learn more at wncc.edu.
Your home and away voice of the Cougars, KOLT, 690 AM.
Well, our starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. So for Eastern Wyoming, John Barbie, 6'2 freshman, comes in from Tacoma, Washington. Ate Varisto, a 6'5 freshman from Finland. Ryan Swan, 6'3 sophomore from Casper, Wyoming. Marko Krutinovic, a 6'7 sophomore from Serbia. And Seal Osajavi, who comes in from London, England. For Western Nebraska, Rodney Sawyer, C.J. Johnson, Biko Johnson, Carl Thorpe, and Enzo Uri. Our starting lineups tonight. Western in their home whites controls the tip, and we're underway as the opening tip is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza, 2801 Avenue B in Scotts Bluff. And we're going to have traveling called on Rodney Sawyer as he tried to get a maneuver going, so the first turnover of the ball game comes against Western Nebraska. Go hog wild with Papa Murphy's limited time Hog Heaven Pizza with Canadian bacon, Italian sausage, and chopped bacon. Take and bake pizza today from Papa Murphy's. Eastern Wyoming with the basketball for the first time in the ball game. Far side, Marko Krutinic, and it's going to be stolen away. Mile a minute, Enzo Uri to the hoop. He'll miss the shot. Rebounds knocked out of bounds. It'll be Western Nebraska's. So we have turnovers both directions early in this one. Western had a contested layup under pressure, could not get it to go, and they'll have it out of bounds now. Over in the left corner, Biko Johnson will get it in. He's defended by Barbie, the leading scorer. Near side, Biko Johnson, shake and bake, right side. Takes it baseline, hooks the pass back out. Sawyer launches the three. It rims out, and the rebound taken off by Ozajabi, the 6'8 sophomore. Stolen away again. Ball taken away by Uri. He'll get it to Biko, and he'll put it down. Biko Johnson makes it 2-0, Western Nebraska on top. Handling it's Ryan Swan out of Casper. He'll lose the handle on it. Biko Johnson trying to save it inbounds, does so. Gets it to CJ, back to Biko. Hustle it through the middle to Sawyer. Right side, here is CJ. Swing it to Uri. Biko Johnson, strong move to the hoop. Zips it into the corner. Here's C.J. Johnson, way outside. Uri misses the three. Long rebound taken by Western Nebraska. Biko Johnson with it. Western Nebraska, another possession, 13 on the shot clock. High post, that's Thorpe. Thorpe gives it away to C.J. Now Thorpe, baseline 15-footer won't go. Rebound knocked around, saved momentarily by Western. Scramble for it on the ground. It's taken away by Western. Drive, and C.J. Johnson will score after another turnover against Eastern Wyoming. Now bringing it across, Varisto, the 6'5 freshman out of Finland. Give it to Kretchich. It's going to be Varisto. Long three that misses. Long rebound, Western Nebraska. Uri pulls up, goes into the corner with it to CJ. Out to Biko Johnson. He'll bury the three-pointer. Biko with a quick five. It's 7-0. Western Nebraska. 17 and a half minutes to go in the half. Remember, men play 20-minute halves, women 10-minute quarters. Barbie has it for Eastern Wyoming. Hasn't attempted a shot as of yet. Varisto with it. Varisto goes left baseline corner. Now posted up is Osajabi. He's going to have a double team for a moment. Sawyer now on him. Here he comes on the drive. Left side, lays it in. He's got some moves. And it's going to be 7-2 as Seal Osajavi scores for Eastern. And yeah, his name is spelled as difficult as it is to pronounce. Sawyer out to Biko Johnson. He's had the hot hand early. Here's the nice give and go. Thorpe puts it down. Thunderous dunk. And it's 9-2 Western Nebraska. 16 minutes, 35 seconds to go. First half of action. Barbie handling it for Eastern. Comes to the left side. Runner from 10 goes in. Athletic move by Barbie, and he has his first two. Probably first two of many. 9-4. Drive by Biko out to CJ. Sets up for the three, but misses long. And the rebound, Eastern Wyoming. Varisto with it. Varisto dribbles up court himself. Taken away by Western Nebraska. Thorpe. Good defense. 4 turnovers early on Eastern Wyoming. Here's Biko Johnson. Fake the 3. Now comes into the paint. Turns. 15-footer won't go. Rebound taken off by Ozajavi of Eastern Wyoming. Had to wait to see clearing it out there. Ozajavi will bring it across on the dribble himself. Goes high post with it to Krichnik, and he'll drive and score. His first 2 of the game. Krichnik. I'll get that right yet. C.J. Johnson. Off to Uri. C.J. on top. Gives it to Thorpe at the high post. Starts to drive. Loses the handle on it. Turnover, and here comes Barbie the other end. He'll put it in. 4 quick points for John Barbie, averaging 20. And it's a 9-8 Western Nebraska lead. Western Nebraska, a couple of early turnovers. Here's Biko Johnson. He'll have a turnover now as it's taken away by Barbie. Pass through the middle, deflected, but taken off by Varisto. He'll miss. The rebound put back by Ozajavi. And just like that, Eastern Wyoming's on top in the ball game, 10-9, and we're going to have a timeout, Western Nebraska. 14:44 to go, 10-9 our score. Eastern Wyoming has taken the lead on the Wesco score.
It takes a lot to run your business, and a lot has changed. What hasn't changed is the professional partnership with your business and E&H CPAs and Management Consultants. When you include their team, they will develop a plan to assist with your accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and even litigation support and exit planning. Then you can focus on day-to-day responsibilities. Troy Hilliard, Lindsey Matthews, and Seth Koval will guide your business into the future. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, innovative, trusted, proven.
KOLT 690 AM, your home and away voice of the Cougars.
Well, just like that, Western Nebraska had a 7-0 lead, trails 10-9 with 14:44 to go here in the first half, resulting in a timeout. Biko Johnson has 5, C.J. Johnson 2, and Thorpe 2 for Western. On the other side, Barbie has 4. Krichnik 2. Ozajavi has 2. And Verosta with 2. Western Nebraska bringing Stephen Ovia into the ball game now. He's handling it, gets it back. Here's the give and go. It's rejected by Varisto. It looked like a nice give and go that would result in points, but it was blocked. Here's Barbie for Eastern Wyoming. Trying to drive, cut off by Uri. Now goes high post with it. Krichnik dribbles twice to the left, hands it away to Ozajavi. Ball knocked free, but recovered by Krichnik of Eastern. 6 seconds on the clock. He'll drive and score, switching hands on the way up and scoring his 4th point. 12-9, Eastern Wyoming with the lead. Uri slowing the pace up, goes high post with it to Ovia. Daniel Beulah also in. Pass down low to Sawyer's knocked away. He gets it back, puts it up, won't go. Rebound taken by Eastern Wyoming. Krichnik. Long pass comes ahead. Ozajavi drives and is fouled as he goes to the hoop. See if they call that as a shooting. I think it was before the shot, so it won't result in free throws. But a foul on Western Nebraska will go against Enzo Uri. So his first, non-shooting. It'll be inbounded by Ryan Swan of Eastern Wyoming. Swan out to Ozajavi. Trying to maneuver in, has to get rid of it to Barbie. Barbie spins into the paint, pulls up. He'll take a tough 10-footer. It hangs and goes in. Barbie, a shooter to the 9th degree, already has 6, and it's 14-9, and we're going to have a foul called down low. It'll be an offensive foul on Western Nebraska's Biko Johnson. He has his first. It'll be a turnover on Western Nebraska, and right now Eastern Wyoming coming back with remarkable composure from that early deficit. Swan will inbound in front of the Eastern Wyoming bench at about three-quarter court. Barbie takes the inbound. Biko Johnson on him defensively. He's across the timeline, gives it to Krichnik. Krichnich spins into the paint, puts it up and in, uses his body well to screen the defender. He and Barbee each have half a dozen in the game, and it's 16-9. Western Nebraska brought Maurice Walker in also. He handles it briefly. Now Biko Johnson with it. Whip it across. Here's Beulah for three-pointers. His first three of the game, and Western breaks a long scoring drought. 16-12, 12 and a half minutes to go. From the corner, the fake by Osajavi. Passes down low, and a beautiful pass to Ryan Swan results in a layup. Great ball movement by Eastern Wyoming. It's 18-12. Western Nebraska down half a dozen. Walker with it. Gives to Biko Johnson. Biko takes a screen, but good switch by Eastern. Biko jumps it deep into the corner. Three-pointer goes in. Boy, that was Daniel Beulah hitting his second. And that makes it 18-15. We're inside 12 minutes to go now. And we're going to have an offensive foul against Barbee as Biko Johnson got set. Barbee will have his first foul. That'll be the fifth turnover on Eastern. They had a bunch of them early, but have settled down since. Now we're going to see Malik Frederick, 5'11 sophomore in the game out of Columbus, Ohio. And Micah Glover, a 6'2 freshman from Brookshire, Texas, report for Eastern Wyoming. They have a pair of twins, Joseph and David Andrew, out of Littleton, Colorado, on the bench here also. It'll be Biko Johnson inbounding. Beulah with it. Biko Johnson, right wing. He'll fake left, goes right, gets the defenders up, and is going to be thumped pretty hard, and will go to the line to shoot a pair as he got a couple of defenders to go in the air that time. He just had to wait for one of them to come down and make contact. That'll be Marko Krichnich with his first personal. Biko Johnson strolls to the stripe. 5 early points for him. A 2 and a 3. And now a free throw. Hits the first one. Western Nebraska trailing at 18-16. Remember, they were down 16-9 just a bit ago. Second shot hits the front iron and comes away. Gad Basiba, who's in the game for Eastern, grabs that rebound. Here's a pass down low. Barbee is open. It's rejected, but a foul will be called against Stephen Ovia. Western Nebraska lost track of Barbee, and that's kind of hard to do when he's a 20-point-per-game scorer, but he was wide open underneath, and Ovia had to come over and pick up the foul to prevent the layup. First foul on Ovia, third against Western Nebraska. We see Dmitry Nikolic in for Western Nebraska now. Free throw misses by Barbee. He's a 68% free throw shooter. He hits 39% of his three-pointers and 53% of his overall field goals. He misses again. So he goes 0 for 2. Western Nebraska could tie it or take the lead in this possession. Ovia high post, takes the pass in. He'll give it across. Nikolic. Whip it down low, wide open. Got the defender Barbee up, and an easy layup for Ovia. Western Nebraska has tied it at 18. Pressure on, but Frederick has it across. A quick little ball handler, 5'11 sophomore. Right corner, Barbee faked the three, backs off. Couldn't go low with it, so it'll be Basiba outside. Now Frederick. Frederick drives to the hoop. He'll lay it in. He shows some speed. First points for him. It's 20-18, Eastern Wyoming on top. Near side pass taken from Beulah to Maurice Walker. Walker gives it to Biko. Biko Johnson trying to feed the middle. Ball was kicked defensively by Eastern Wyoming, and we're going to see a couple of starters back in. Ryan Swan, Marko Krichnich in for Eastern Wyoming. 10:33 to go, 20-18. Eastern Wyoming leading it here. Ball will be on the right side of the free throw line. Nikolic, the 3-second area, I should say. Biko Johnson takes it. He'll give it away to Walker. Biko Johnson, and we're going to have a foul away from the ball. I think an illegal screen set. And a turnover against Western Nebraska. The result, that was against Daniel Beulah. Thorpe comes back in for Western Nebraska. Ovia will take a seat. Press on. Swan with it. He'll get it into the forecourt easily. Here comes the drive, the layup, and Eastern Wyoming broke the press easily that time with Basiba getting his first two. 22-18. 4-point lead. Beulah, Walker. Biko Johnson out on top. He'll take it left, feeds it down to Thorpe. He'll lay it in. Nice assist. Thorpe has his second hoop. 22-20. Eastern Wyoming the lead and the basketball. Malik Frederick. Frederick with Biko Johnson. He gets by him on the right side. We're going to have a foul called. It'll be before the shot. And Biko Johnson with two here in the first half. 9:45 to go. He'll pick up the second. We're going to have a timeout. 9:45 to go, 22-20, Eastern Wyoming on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hi, this is Larry from Russell's Automotive. Even though we don't want to think about it, we all know those cold, freezing temperatures are just around the corner. Here at Russell's Automotive, we want to make sure that everyone has their car fully prepared for winter. Russell's Automotive offers a full winter check, which includes checking tires, tire pressure sensors, battery, coolant level and protection, belts, hoses, lights, and wipers. So call or stop by Russell's Automotive for your winter check. Call 635-4065 or stop at 112 West 27th Street, Scottsbluff.
It's best to look your best and do it with the folks right here at home. For over 25 years, Scottsbluff Screen Printing has been the one to turn to for custom screen printing, heat transfer, and custom embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, jerseys, and more. If you have an idea, stop in or give them a call. You're going to get the best advice on what works the best, no matter what your budget. They'll make sure it's the right fit for you. Get in the zone with Scottsbluff Screen Printing, 1813 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
You are listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of WNCC Athletics.
Women's game, Western Nebraska won it 82-55. In this one, Eastern Wyoming's up 22-20 in the men's game. Western Nebraska opened 7-0, but then trailed 10-9 with 14:44 to go in the half. And it's been seesawing back and forth. Here's the inbound play to Swan for Eastern Wyoming. Get it to Frederick. Frederick dishes into the corner. Three-pointer rims out for Micah Glover. Putback doesn't go in. And now Nikolic with the rebound for Western Nebraska. He breaks free. Jumps the pass back outside to Beulah. Into the corner, squaring up. Three-pointer comes up short by Uri. And the rebound back to Uri. And he'll travel with the basketball. That'll be the fifth turnover on Western Nebraska. 22-20 yet, 9:19 remaining in the half. Eastern Wyoming to inbound. Glover to Frederick. Pressure on at three-quarter court. Now the long pass on ahead. Swan gets it down low. Easy layup missed, but then tipped in by Basiba. Western Nebraska did not do a good job defensively that time as they had too many men concentrated at three-quarter court. Eastern Wyoming had numbers. Here's Thorpe. Thorpe to Beulah. Beulah to Uri. Uri feeds it down low. Here's Thorpe, double pumping, missing. It's blocked from behind, recovered by Frederick. Frederick with it for Eastern Wyoming, breaks through a double team. Now he'll set up. Nikolic picks him up on defense. Front of the bench, it'll be a long-range three. Long rebound, Western Nebraska. Wow, C.J. Johnson back in, takes it in. Here's Uri off to Nikolic. He'll launch a three-pointer and hit it. Nikolic with his first points. Western Nebraska down by one, 24-23 to Eastern Wyoming. Just over 8 minutes to go, first half of play. Frederick, now Swan. Swan way out in front. Left-handed pass comes to Glover. He faked a drive, faked a three. Now trying to maneuver on C.J. Johnson, comes into the paint. It's stripped from behind. Turnover. Here comes Western Nebraska. That's Nikolic. It misses. A fast break layup, hangs on the rim and comes away. Frederick with it for Eastern Wyoming. Frederick to the hoop. It's tipped up and in by Krinich. Boy, he is tough on the rack. He takes it strong. Here's Uri into the corner. C.J. Johnson buries the three-pointer. He has a handful of points. Western Nebraska is tied up at 26 all. Eastern Wyoming with Frederick handling it. They are pretty quick. Western Nebraska needs to pay attention. Swan opened deep for a minute, but they didn't find him. Here's Frederick driving to the left side. He'll put up a shot under pressure. It won't go. Rebound, however. Guess who? Kritnich. And he's already in double figures with 10. 28-26, Eastern Wyoming. Uri. C.J. Johnson. Thorpe out to Uri. Steps into the three, but it's too strong. Rebound, Thorpe. Western Nebraska still has it. Thorpe gets it out to Nikolic into the corner. Three won't go for Western. Rebound taken off by C.J. It won't go. The three was attempted by Beulah. 28-26, we're going to have timeout taken on the court. Eastern Wyoming wanted to make some subs. 6:24 to go, 28-26 Eastern Wyoming on the West Coast. Score.
Hi, Ben Morbeck here to tell you about Hydrozen, a new therapy using Epsom salt-saturated water to float and rejuvenate your body. We all know what a stressful year it has been, and Hydrozen is a great way to de-stress. Like the slogan says, unplug and recharge. We believe in this so much, we are offering a 25% discount at Hydrozen. It's a limited time offer, so book your float right now by going to hydrozenfloat.com or give us a call at 308-63-FLOAT today. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
KOLT 690 AM, your home for Cougar Athletics.
I tell you, a fast-paced first half going on here, and lots of players in for both teams. Eastern Wyoming has the ball following the timeout. Baristo inbounds it to Barbee, who's back in. Fake, drive, Osajavi puts it off glass. It won't go. Tipped up and in again by Kritnik. He has a dozen points here in the first half, mostly offensive rebounds. Sawyer drives, misses. Rebound kicked outside. Uri with it. Get it down low to Thorpe. Knocked away. Sawyer with it. C.J. Johnson now on the right elbow. Cross court it. Nikolic. Nikolic comes into the paint, whips the pass outside. Sawyer, he'll fake, drive, free throw line jumper, nothing but net. Sawyer's first points, 30-28. Eastern Wyoming with a 2-point lead. Get it off to Kritnich. Feeds low. Shot won't go, and Nikolic is going to be called for the foul as Barbee drove. Nikolic with his first foul of the ball game. This will be a two-shotter as Barbee was fouled. Barbee with 6 points. He averages 20.1, and so far 3 two-pointers to his credit. He's missed his only 2 free throws, kind of uncharacteristic. And this one misses. Other night, LCCC had one of those situations that kept Western Nebraska in the game because they kept missing free throws with good free throw shooters at the line. Hard to say, isn't it? Here's Barbee for his second free throw. This one goes in. So he now has 7 points. Eastern Wyoming leads it 31-28. Sawyer, C.J. Johnson, now Biko, Uri. Uri wanted the three, decided not to. Sawyer takes the pass in, gives it back to Uri. Fake to three, drives, puts up the runner. That'll be a foul, and it will go on Kritnik. And that will be his second of the ball game. Well, I'll tell you, as effective as he is on the offensive boards, Western Nebraska would dearly love to see him in foul trouble. Uri will inbound down on the left baseline. Sawyer in the left corner. Out to C.J. Nice step back. He'll launch and hit. It's a two-pointer. Johnson makes it a 1-point lead for Eastern Wyoming again, 31-30. We've had 2 ties. Last one was at 26 all, and 1 lead change so far. Western can't get ahead. Here's Barbie into the paint. Lost it, got it back. He'll turn, put it up, miss. Rebound ripped away finally by Western Nebraska's Stephen Ovia. Ovia gets it to Uri. Uri blows by one of the defenders, gets it off on the side. Sawyer lays it in. Now that was a fast break that was textbook. Western Nebraska leads it 32-31. Our second lead change. Ball knocked away from Eastern. Nikolic gets it to Sawyer. Sawyer puts it in and is fouled. Sawyer had an unopposed layup. I don't know why the defender came over to try and get him, and Varisto will pick up his first personal foul and make it a chance at a 3-point play for Rodney Sawyer. We're going to have timeout. Tom Anderson wants to talk things over with his team. It's 4:21 on the clock. It was a 1 or a 2-shot foul, but he was fouled in the act after making the shot, so Johnson has 1, but it won't go. Kritnich with the rebound for Eastern. 34-31, Western Nebraska. John Barbie, one of the leading scorers in the nation, with it right now. He'll take it to the left side. Nikolic stays with him. Give it to Swan. Swan steps back. He'll launch. It's a brick off the backboard, and the rebound taken off by Ovia. Long pass ahead to Uri. Fumbled away, gets it back, goes to CJ. CJ steps back. Nikolic with it. Now Uri. Sawyer way out on the left side. Uri with it, 16 on the shot clock. Uri to the free throw line. Ball was knocked away. Boy, it should have been kicking, I thought. Maybe he got a hand on it. Eastern has it after the turnover. Get it on ahead. Kritnich waits for traffic to clear. He'll give it to Varisto, the freshman out of Finland. Barbie works into the paint. Runner from 10 goes in. Boy, he's strong off the dribble. He's got 9. Here's C.J. Johnson. Fakes, gets the defender up, misses the 3, however. 34-33, Western Nebraska by 1. Here's the drive. Kritnich lays it in. He has 14 points in the first half, 14 of the 35, and we've had a lead change again. Western Nebraska slowing it up a little. Uri goes to Ovia. And Nikolic. Uri with it. Whips the pass to C.J. Johnson. He'll step back. Can't get the shot away. 3 on the shot clock. Sawyer into the corner. And Western Nebraska did not get the shot off. That'll be a turnover against Western Nebraska and brings out the frustration of several of the players there as they simply didn't recognize what was going on. Good defense by Eastern Wyoming. 2:33 to go in the half. Eastern Wyoming leads it 35-34. Ball inbounded by Swan. It'll be Micah Glover to bring it up. Glover across, defended by Beulah. Swan takes the pass right side in front of the Western Nebraska bench. Ozajabi. Kritnich. Right side Swan. Shot clock at 10. Ozajabi trying to back his way in. Skips it left corner. Open. Three-pointer goes in for Varisto. His first tray of the game, and it gives a 4-point lead to Eastern Wyoming. 38-34 as we cross under 2 minutes to go in the half. High post to Thorpe. Gives it away to Nikolic. Uri with it, left side. Uri wanted the give and go. It wasn't there. Here's the 3 taken by Nikolic. It rims out. Eastern Wyoming with it. Ozajabi. Races up court, takes it into the paint, forces a 15-footer. It won't go. Rebound, Nikolic. Nikolic, long pass to C.J. He's fouled. C.J. went up for the shot. Contact made. He couldn't get the layup to fall. But a foul called against Eastern Wyoming will stop the clock with 1 minute and 24 seconds to go. And Varisto will have his second personal foul of the ball game. He and Kritnich both with 2. Barbie has 1. For Western, Biko Johnson has a pair, and then a bunch with 1. Free throw, hops around, and goes in for C.J. Johnson. Johnson, 8 points. He averages 8.3. One more coming here. And it rims out. Rebound taken by Ozajavi. Hands to Glover, and Glover operates in the forecourt. High post, Kritnich. Kritnich gives it away to Varisto. Varisto just hit a 3. Good defense that time. He has to get rid of it to Kritnich. Kritnich will back in. Pass deflected, tipped around, taken in by Eastern Wyoming, and put in by Ozajavi. Right place at the right time. He has 4, and it's 40-35. Western Nebraska down by a handful here. We're inside a minute to go before halftime. Thorpe spins in on Kritnich. His shot's partially rejected by Ozajavi. Kritnich comes up with it. Get it ahead to Swan. Swan gets it deep into the corner. Boy, Glover came up with an incredible catch off of that one. Drives in, swings it to Swan. Now Ozajavi onto the baseline. 10-footer by Varisto goes in. He's got the hot hand late. We're at 18 seconds to go. It's 42-35. A late run by Eastern Wyoming opens up the lead. Nikolic. Beulah. C.J. Johnson. Uri, 4 seconds, 3. And we'll have a reach foul called against Eastern Wyoming well out before any shot was attempted. That will be Micah Glover picking up the foul with 1.9 seconds to go. Nobody's in the bonus, so it will be inbounded and just get it in, square up, and shoot. Nikolic will inbound. Gets it into Uri. Uri takes the 3 at the buzzer. It's off the back iron. And at halftime, a late surge by Eastern Wyoming has given them a 7-point lead at 42-35. We'll total them and be back.
The lot is filling back up at Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff. Lots of options from dump trailers and bumper pull dumps to equipment tilts, super wides, car haulers, and utility. Ryan's is also a full-service welding and fabrication shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710 to find what you're looking for. If it's not in stock, they'll get it for you. Let these hard-working PJ trailers go to work for you. Built in Texas to hold up to the hard-working professional using them. Come see the quality for yourself.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
Get your hands off my burrito.
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast, only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
KOLT, 690 AM, your home for WNCC Athletics.
Western Nebraska jumped out 7-0, but trails at halftime 42-35. Eastern Wyoming took their first lead at 10-9 with 14:44 to go in the half. Western Nebraska and Eastern traded, but Eastern between 2 and 4 points ahead for a long time before an 18-all tie, then a 26-all tie. Western Nebraska took the lead back at 32-31. Then a layup by Sawyer made it 34-31, but he missed the free throw off of that. 35-34, the third lead change as Eastern got the lead and never relinquished it the rest of the half. Western Nebraska only 1 point the rest of the way, and it's 42-35 at halftime. We'll look at individual numbers when we come.
I'm Jennifer Urdialis, and I want to help you get into your first home. As a loan officer with Castle & Cook Mortgage, your local direct lender, I offer conventional financing as well as VA, FHA, and USDA home loans. I keep every step simple and straightforward so you can focus on finding your American dream. Call me today at 308-220-0503 for a free consultation.
Jennifer Urdialis, NMLS ID 1059626. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender. Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC. EWC, NMLS ID 1251.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time? After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
Your home and away voice of the Cougars, KOLT, 690 AM.
So look at the scoring for Eastern Wyoming. They're ahead 42-35 in the men's game. They've been led by Marko Karitnovich. Boy, has he been tough on the boards. A lot of putbacks. He has 14 points in the half. Second is John Barbie, their leading scorer on the year, averaging 20.1. He has 9, but he's only 1 of 4 in free throws right now. 6 points, Seal Osajavi, all on fielders. Ate Baristo has a 2 and a 3 for 5 points. Gad Basiba, a couple of close-in shots for 4. Malik Frederick has 2. Micah Glover playing and not scoring. Ryan Swan has 2. 8 have played, 7 have scored for Eastern Wyoming in the first half. We'll look at the Western Nebraska scoring when we come back.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Too early? No. Stop at Logos today and let Jared, Ryan, and the team help you with your holiday gifts. Custom embroidery or screen printing on jackets, hats, and sweatshirts for your team, family, or employees. They do engraving, too. They can make custom mugs with your logo. They can make stickers, put a name or logo on a cooler, your car window. You name it, they can make it. And don't forget school spirit gear, t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweats, and hats. Logos for all your school spirit and holiday gifts. 10th Street in Gehring.
Stop into Viero today for our best deals of the season. Get the latest devices and best prices, including the brand new iPhone 14, which you can get on us. Whether you're a new or current customer, you'll get the same deal. All through the holiday season, get a free screen protector with your new phone, along with the mystery stocking stuffer. So this year, give the gift of a great phone on the best network with no hidden fees. Shop a Viero store or Viero.com today. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
KOLT, 690 AM, your home and away voice of the Cougars.
We've looked at scoring for Eastern Wyoming. Now to take a look at Western Nebraska in the ball game. They have been led by C.J. Johnson with 8 points. Johnson is 1 out of 2 in free throws. He has a three-pointer to his credit and a couple of twos. 6 points each, Daniel Beulah, Pico Johnson, and Rodney Sawyer. All in different ways. Beulah, a couple of threes. Johnson, 1 out of 2 at the line with a 2 and a 3. And Rodney Sawyer, 3 deuces, and he's missed his only free throw that he's attempted in the first half. 4 points for Carl Thorpe. 3 for Dmitry Nikolic on a three-pointer. 2 points for Stephen Ovia. And that's it. 7 have played and 7 have scored for Western Nebraska. We'll look at some team stats when we come back.
It's hard to believe that the summer's almost gone. High Plains Spas and Recreation remind you that it's time to winterize your boats and RVs. The professionals at High Plains Spas and Recreation not only get your RVs and boats ready for the cold weather by winterizing systems, but they can also repair and service all of the systems, including electrical, AC, heating, and plumbing, so next spring your boat and RV is ready to go lickety-split when you are. High Plains Spas and Recreation open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
5-time Pinnacle Award winner, Well Life Assisted Living at Scottsbluff. We have multiple apartment styles to fit your needs, as well as our top-of-the-line care team from trained and experienced team members. From daily activities to our 5-star dining experience, Well Life at Scottsbluff is the premier assisted living community in Scottsbluff. To learn more about our care and rent specials, give us a call at 308-632-1760 or visit us online at WLScottsbluff.com.
You are listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of WNCC Athletics.
Western Nebraska men down at halftime, 42-35. We bring you the stats. They're courtesy of Dr. Levi Boland at Advantage Chiropractic in Scottsbluff, treating all of your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Call today for an appointment to start to get back to better health at Advantage Chiropractic, 14-25. Shooting percentages, boy, Eastern, of course, a lot of close in on follow shots. 20 of 33 for 61% on overall field goals. They're only 1 of 4 on threes, 25%, and 1 of 4 on free throws. They're all from John Barbie, so 25% there. Western Nebraska, 14 of 31 on field goals, 5 of 14 on threes for 36%, 45% overall, but that means that Western Nebraska is hitting right at 50% on their two-pointers, 9 of 17. Eastern Wyoming, boy, 19 of 29 on two-pointers. Of course, again, Western's got to keep them off the boards. Total rebounds, and this does show it, 20 to 13 Eastern Wyoming. Kritnik has 8, including a couple of putbacks. Ozajabi has 5. They're the leading rebounders for Eastern Wyoming. For Western Nebraska, C.J. Johnson has 4 to lead at halftime. Nobody else with more than 2, although there are several. Western Nebraska has turned it over 8 times, Eastern 6, and Eastern had 3 of those very, very early in the ball game, so they've settled down. We'll have some more coming up at halftime. 42-35 Eastern Wyoming men. Western Nebraska women won by an 82-55 score earlier on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre. Settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
It's great how farming brings people together, especially at harvest and holidays. Family, friends, and neighbors all pitch in. At J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we believe in the value of teamwork. Hi, I'm Lex Larson, and together we can find the right coverage to protect your farming operation in every season. From growing your farm to growing your legacy, we've got you covered. Give me a call at 308-635-2023 or stop by our office in Scottsbluff.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
KOLT, 690 AM, your home for Cougar Athletics.
Western Nebraska trailing by 7 at halftime. There have been several seesaws back and forth, 3 lead changes and 2 ties. Last tie was at 26 all. Women are in McCook to play on Friday and Saturday, the Thanksgiving Classic at McCook College. And the men have off, but then the teams will go to Gillette for the Border Wars on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And we'll play Dawson, Miles, and Williston State in that order, both the women and men in doubleheaders those days. Our next coverage on KOLT will be on the 9th, which is a Friday, and then again on the 10th, both home games, and then at Cheyenne, LCCC on Tuesday, the 13th.
As your life changes, so do your banking needs. At Platte Valley Bank, we offer a wide range of services for your individual banking needs, as well as solutions to help this be successful. No matter how simple or complicated your financial needs, we have the products, knowledge, and resources to help you achieve financial success. Experience the difference. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff supports the WNCC Cougars, treating your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Dr. Levi Bolin can treat all of your hurts, pains, aches, and injuries. If you are experiencing pain in your head, neck, shoulders, arms, mid or low back, or down to your legs, call for an appointment today. Advantage Chiropractic is also fully certified with Optum VA. If you know a veteran that needs chiropractic care, call Levi today. Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 308-633-1425. Go Cougars!
You're listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of the Cougars.
Top ranked in men's play this week, Indian Hills, Salt Lake second. Both Eastern Wyoming and Western Nebraska have played them. Odessa third, Chipola fourth, College of Southern Idaho fifth. Teams are familiar with them also. Coffeyville, Kansas sixth, Kilgore seventh, Vincennes, Indiana eighth, Hutchinson, Kansas ninth, Northwest Florida State 10th. Then it's snow out of Utah, Northeast Mississippi, Tallahassee, Florida 13th, Monroe, New York 14th. Moberly, Missouri 15th. John A. Logan, Illinois 16th. Pearl River 17th. Triton 18th. Connors State is 19th. Southeastern is ranked 20th. Martin 21st. Dodge City 22nd. Weatherford 23rd. And Panola 24th with East Mississippi in the 25 spot. Second half coming up right after this. It's 42-35 Eastern Wyoming on the West Coast scoreboard.
You know it the moment you step in the door. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery welcomes you. Join our table or use our Easy Perkins to go online ordering and pickup. And right now, enjoy pumpkins at Perkins. Pumpkin spice pancakes, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin pie, and pumpkin cheesecake. You've come to the right place. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. Bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest. Highway 26 and Avenue B in Scottsbluff.
The Simmons Olson Law Firm has been a proud member of the Scottsbluff Gearing community for decades. The 10 lawyers and 8 staff members are committed to the Panhandle. The Simmons Olson Law Firm sets the standard in legal representation to help you solve problems and provides help and monetary support to many organizations in our community, whether supporting our student athletes in schools or the many organizations that help those in need. The lawyers and staff of the Simmons Olson Law Firm are committed to making our communities thrive.
KOLT 690 AM, your home for WNCC athletics.
Your smile's in good hands with Dr. Lastovica, welcoming new patients, including children. Also helping bring you the broadcast today, Trans Systems. It's a sweet haul in this sweet community. Drive teamgreen.com. Eastern Wyoming wearing their black traveling uniforms, white numerals, gold trim. Western Nebraska, the home whites with the dark blue numerals, blue and gold trim. And Western Nebraska taking the lead a couple times, had it early, but then Eastern Wyoming came barreling back, and offensive boards have to be one of the main concerns for Coach Billy Engel right now. The offensive boards for Eastern Wyoming, that is. Fouls, we haven't really talked about that. Varisto has 2. Karitnich has 2 for Eastern Wyoming. Barbie has 1. Glover also. For Western Nebraska, Biko Johnson has a pair, 1 each on Nikolich, Ovia, Beulah, and Uree. Western Nebraska trailing it by 7. You know, they'll play hard and tough in the ball games, but Eastern Wyoming, a team that's really taken it down low and caused problems for the Cougars. Eastern Wyoming will have the ball as we open play. Ryan Swan out of Casper will inbound it. Got away from Casper somehow. He's starting for Eastern Wyoming. Far side, Ozajavi. Fake the pass out on top. Now Karitnich comes out a little further to take it. Back to Ozajavi. Fakes right, goes left, knocked away, and it'll be a reaching foul against Rodney Sawyer. Sawyer, you can tell from the look on his face, he didn't really agree with that one, but he'll have his first of the game. It'll be Swan to inbound in front of the Eastern Wyoming bench. Karitnich with it. Out to Barbie. Barbie one-hands a pass into the corner to Varisto. Karitnich with it again. Shot clock at 10. Swan with it. Swan hands it into the corner. Three-pointer won't go for Varisto. However, the rebound, Eastern Wyoming, put back Osajavi. That's 8 for him, and it's 44-35. Western Nebraska down by 9. Biko Johnson to Thorpe. Get it down to Sawyer. Sawyer back to Thorpe into the corner. You reopen for 3, but it comes up short. Rebound taken off by Barbie of Eastern. He'll sprint up court himself. He'll put it up. It's rejected. Put back up by Eastern Wyoming's Karitnich, and the rebound off to Biko Johnson. Johnson wheels and deals into the paint, puts the runner up. It's off the front iron. Swan rebounds for Eastern Wyoming. Clear it out. Varisto hurries it into the forecourt. Varisto gives to Barbie. Barbie hangs on to it. He'll give it in the corner. Varisto open for 3. Misses. Rebound Thorpe of Western Nebraska. Biko Johnson again. Western Nebraska hasn't scored in the first 90 seconds. Here's the drive on Swan. Biko can't shake free, gives it to Sawyer. Sawyer pulls up, 17-footers off the back iron. Rebound tipped on the side. Johnson saves it inbounds to Thorpe. Thorpe off to C.J. Johnson. Three-pointer in there. Johnson in doubles with 3, and boy, did the Cougars need that one. 44-38, however. Eastern Wyoming the lead. Varisto being pressured by Uri, still in the backcourt. Now gets it across. That'll be 10. Yep. He released the pass, but it was after 10 seconds. Good defense. The 7th turnover on Eastern Wyoming, their first of this half. Western Nebraska will have it a step inside the timeline. Uri will inbound. Biko Johnson takes it in the backcourt. Now flips it ahead to Thorpe. Thorpe to CJ. Off to Uri. 2 Johnsons out there, Biko and CJ. Thorpe with it. Thorpe right side. Dribbles once, gives to Uri. Uri backs off. 3 on the shot clock. Biko Johnson launches from downtown and hits it. Biko Johnson released, and it goes in. It's 44-41 Eastern Wyoming, and we'll have a foul on C.J. Johnson as he tried to get it away near the timeline. Didn't, and that'll be his first. Second against Western Nebraska. Swan will inbound it for Eastern Wyoming. 6'3" sophomore from Casper. Whips it into Barbee. Barbee working against Uri. Backing his way down, stumbles, nearly falls, ball's punched away. It'll be out of bounds off of Western Nebraska. Barbee just backing his way in on Uri. Very tough physical player. Swan, right side of the board for Eastern Wyoming. Looks low, nothing was there. He'll bounce it in on the wing to Kritnich. Kritnich to Barbee, and a foul on Uri as he thought he had gotten all ball, but he'll have his second personal foul, and it will mean Barbee going to the line to shoot a pair. At halftime, 1 of 4 for Barbee. He had shot all of the free throws Eastern had. Western Nebraska, however, only 2 of 5 in the half themselves. Sawyer had missed his. C.J. Johnson 1 of 2. Biko Johnson 1 of 2. And the free throw goes in this time for Barbee, so he's in double digits with 10. 45-41. Eastern Wyoming. Next one goes in. 46-41. 5-point lead, 17 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Uri goes high post, makes it a lazy pass, and it's intercepted by Barbee. Barbee blows the dunk and then goes crashing into the board down at the end. I don't know if the whistle was for a foul or if it was for the ball going out, but Barbee crashed hard on the baseline seats. Now they're going to call a foul on Thorpe. That'll be his first, so it'll put Barbee at the line to shoot 2 again. He just made 2 after only going 1 of 4 in the first half. He's a 68% free throw shooter, so you have to feel it's going to come around for him at some point. He's up, and apparently none the worse for the wear. 5-point lead, Eastern Wyoming. Make it 6. Barbee all of a sudden becoming automatic at the line after anything but that in the first half. 47-41, Eastern Wyoming. And he hits again. So it's 48-41. Barbee now with 13 points in the game. Kritnich has 14 to lead Eastern Wyoming. Western Nebraska down 7, high post, Thorpe. Thorpe to Biko Johnson, now Sawyer. Sawyer whips the ball down to Thorpe on the baseline. He'll muscle his way in, gets the defenders up, misses, gets it back, puts it in. Thorpe changed to his left hand, used the rim as a bit of a protector, and makes it 48-43. And traveling called against Eastern Wyoming. Varisto called for the turnover, and Western Nebraska has it back. 48-43, 16 and a half minutes to go. And it'll be Uri to inbound the basketball with Micah Glover right up there in his face, as it'll be inbounded on the sideline here in front of the media tables. Biko Johnson takes the pass in. Whips a pass back left side. C.J. Johnson has the 3 rim out. Thorpe comes up with it. He'll get it off to Biko Johnson. Fake the shot, fake the drive. Now takes the three. It's off. Thorpe again with a rebound. And we're going to have a foul called, a technical called against Biko Johnson. He thought he was fouled on the shot, apparently. Official didn't like what he heard, so Biko Johnson will have a technical foul. And that is his third of the game now, third personal foul as they count that. And free throws coming for Micah Glover. Glover has not scored in the game. He averages 6.7 points. He's made all 3 free throws he's attempted this season. Only 6 games in. And he'll hit. So that makes it 49-43. Half a dozen point deficit for Western Nebraska. Billy Engel, the coach, talking with Biko that he has to keep his emotions under control. Uree will inbound on the right side. Western Nebraska down half a dozen as the ball's inbounded to Beulah, who's back in. C.J. Johnson. Now Uree. Uree lobs the ball low. Thorpe will turn, puts it up, can't get it, but tips it in. Thorpe stayed with it. He has 4 points this half, 8 in the game now, and it's 49-45 Eastern Wyoming. We're at 15:50 to go. Eastern Wyoming with the basketball. Varisto, Koritnik, they'll try and double on him. He'll get rid of it to Varisto. Back to Koritnik. He'll drive in, put it in with a sweet left-handed shot. He has 16 points in the ball game. 51-45 Eastern Wyoming. Uree drives into the paint, jumps it back outside. Sawyer launches. The three won't go. Tipped up, no good. Rebound Eastern Wyoming. Osajavi. He'll dribble it into the forecourt. Now gives it away to Swan. Micah Glover. Right side, Osajavi again. Kritnich outside the arc. Into the corner. Glover misses the three. Rebound Thorpe. Western Nebraska with the basketball. Thorpe will dribble it up himself. Now gives it to Sawyer. Sawyer launches another long three, and this one goes in. Sawyer cuts it to three. 51-48 Eastern Wyoming, and they have the basketball. Glover on top. We'll have a couple of subs for Eastern next time the clock stops. Here is Osajavi. He'll give it to Swan. He'll have a 15-footer hesitate and then fall in. Swan with his second hoop of the game. 5-point lead, Eastern Wyoming. Uree to the right side on the dribble. Stops, goes left side to Thorpe, hooks it down to Sawyer. Into the corner, here comes a three-pointer. Count it for Daniel Beulah. Beulah with his third tray of the ball game. 53-51, Eastern Wyoming. Glover across. Varisto right side. Varisto takes it on a dribble down to the elbow. Now picks the dribble up, gives to Kritnich. Here comes Varisto. He'll lay it in. Varisto got that half-step advantage and scores to make it 55-51. Eastern Wyoming. Skip the pass across to CJ. Into the corner. Beulah again. This one won't go, but Thorpe with another offensive rebound. That's three in, I believe, the last four possessions by Western Nebraska. 13 and a half minutes. That should be kicking the ball. Yeah, two officials right there didn't call it. The one that was farthest away said, put 20 back on the clock. That was kicking the ball. Here come the subs. Barbie, Frederick, and Bisaba. It looks like Nikolic will come in for Western Nebraska. 13:25 to go in the game. 55-51 Eastern Wyoming. Both teams 3 and 3 here in the early going. BJ has his pass knocked away, gets it back, goes out to Nikolic. He'll launch the three and bury it. His second of the game, and Eastern Wyoming up by one after three-pointers going in for Western Nebraska here. We're at 13 minutes to go, 1 point lead, Eastern Wyoming. Frederick, Glover, Glover, hesitation, dribble, now finds a half step, comes to the left side, puts it up, draws the foul. I don't believe that'll be on the main defender. I think that'll come against C.J. Johnson, and Johnson will have his second of the half, second of the game. And at the line, Micah Glover. Glover, as I said, 3 of 3 coming into this game. He hit the technical free throw earlier, so that's his only point of the game. And he's a perfect 1 of 1. I jinxed him out of that one. It misses off the left side. He'll have one more coming. 55-54. Eastern Wyoming with the lead. Micah Glover, 6'2 freshman out of Brookshire, Texas. And this one hesitates and crawls in. So Glover gets 1 out of 2. It's a 2-point lead, 56-54 for Eastern Wyoming. Biko Johnson to Nikolic. Bounce past Thorpe, high post. Thorpe will dribble once, gives to CJ. Far side, Beulah. Nikolic gets it down to Thorpe, spins into the middle, puts it in over Karitnich. Nice move, and Thorpe now in doubles with 10. Tied at 56. It's our third tie we've had in the ball game, first of this half. Glover with it. No, excuse me, that was Frederick. Frederick shot rejected by Thorpe, recovered by Thorpe. Biko Johnson pushes it. It's 5-on-4. C.J. Johnson, Beulah in the corner. It won't go. And the rebound, Eastern Wyoming. Frederick takes the outlet pass. He'll bring it up against Biko Johnson. Into the forecourt now. Here comes the drive. Dish out into the corner from Bisipa. And the three-pointer for Micah Glover. Big 3 there for Eastern Wyoming. They lead it by 3, 56-59. Get it down low and an easy layup for Thorpe. There was nobody home defensively. Timeout, Western Nebraska, 59-58. Eastern Wyoming leading it on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? No way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Ask shelter agent Travis Hawk about a free personal protection review today.
Your home and away voice of the Cougars, KOLT, 690 AM.
Western Nebraska down by 1, 59-58 after trailing at halftime by 7, 42-35. Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs, helping to bring you the broadcast. Here's the inbound by Glover against the press, and we're going to have a flop called against Western Nebraska. Little minor collision coming up court there, and they felt there was a little too much play acting, so Glover will go to the line to shoot. Nobody lined up there as Glover hits the free throw. So twice he has hit the one free throw based off of technicals and flops, as they're called. C.J. Johnson, I believe, was the man there, but not sure. Ball will be inbounded by Eastern. Barbee gets it into Glover in the backcourt at three-quarter court. He'll bring it up now unopposed. C.J. Johnson picks him up at the timeline. Left side pass goes to Basiba. Basiba fakes, travels with the basketball. So Western Nebraska has the ball back, trailing at 60-58. A lot of time to go yet. 11:21 remaining. Tom Anderson, the EWC coach, clapping encouragement for his team. Nikolic to Thorpe on the left side. Backdoor cut, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Eastern Wyoming. Good play by Gad Basiba out of France, a 6'6 sophomore, who knocked it away as Western trying a backdoor cut there. Left side of the board, Biko Johnson will inbound it. He'll get it in to Beulah. Beulah feeds low. Nikolic is rejected, and the rebound taken off by Frederick. Now Ozajavi, and we're going to have traveling called, and that'll go against Basiba when Eastern Wyoming had the numbers advantage. Basiba called for the travel. 11 minutes to go in the game as Biko Johnson brings it across. Nikolic looks around, dribbles to the right side, gives to Thorpe. We're going to have a foul away from the basketball, and it will go against Barbee, which is his second of the game, and I think the officials just trying to make sure they keep this one under control. 60-58, Eastern Wyoming leading it. Biko Johnson flips it out to Nikolic between the circles. Right side, C.J. Johnson. Thorpe on the baseline. Thorpe fakes, comes into the middle, spins back, jumps it off the glass. It won't go. Tipped up, no good. And the rebound, Eastern Wyoming. Couple of close-in shots that didn't go. Quickly up, Frederick. He'll spin around and take it back out to reset the offense. Frederick, right side, a one-handed pass to Basiba. Basiba comes to the paint, flips it into the corner. Glover with it there. Trying to back in against Biko Johnson. Can't. Now takes it out. Works to the free throw line. Zips it into the corner. Ozajavi, he'll take a three and hit it. Tough shot. And he is in doubles with 11. 63-58. Biko Johnson spins around. He'll jump it off the glass. It won't go. And the rebound again to Ozajavi. 5-point lead with the ball. Three from the corner won't go. And we've got a foul on Western Nebraska. Thorpe didn't have position on that rebound, and he had to foul to prevent a second shot going up. Second foul on Thorpe. We're going to have a timeout taken. 9:47 to go. 5-point Eastern Wyoming lead over Western Nebraska, 63-58 on the West Coast. Score.
Buyers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gering, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com or visit us at our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Buyers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
Intralinks has been supporting computer systems in our area for over 20 years. Intralinks can review your systems and your expenses to help your bottom line. Intralinks also installs low-voltage wiring, IP-based camera systems, and IP-based phone systems. With Intralinks on your side, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity for your business. Call Intralinks today to schedule your free 1-hour consultation. 632-6590. That's 632-6590.
KOLT 690 AM, your home and away voice of the Cougars.
Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh, is at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. It'll be Eastern Wyoming to inbound left side of the board at their offensive end here. They have 22 on the shot clock. There's 9:47 on the game clock. Frederick to inbound it. Gets it in to Ozajavi. He'll launch from the corner. The three won't go, however. Rebound, Biko Johnson. Johnson races down court, gives it away, and Sawyer gets the layup and is fouled. Plus, there would have been goaltending if it didn't go in. Barbee will have his third foul. Sawyer with the hoop. He's in doubles with 11 and a chance to put a free throw home to make it a 2-point Eastern Wyoming lead. Right now, 63-60. Eastern Wyoming. Just over 9.5 minutes to go. Sawyer hits. So he's now 1 out of 2 in free throws. Quickly, Eastern Wyoming at the other end. What a block by Thorpe. And now a foul will be called against Ozajavi as he was rejected. Tried to get the ball back. Officials go in quickly because they want to make sure nothing's going to get out of hand here. Tom Anderson wondering how that was not a foul when Ozajavi was rejected. any coach will be up chewing on that one, trying to get a call on down the road. But it looked like a pretty good defensive play. But, of course, that might be just the rose-colored glasses. Looks like we're going to see Marco Gritnich report in for Eastern Wyoming while we have a brief halt. The foul there went against Ozajavi, so he has his second. Western Nebraska down 2, 63-61, has the ball. Biko Johnson left side, high post with it to Ovia. Ovia works right, gives it to Biko Johnson again. He'll spin on the baseline, takes it low, and ties the game up. Johnson in doubles for Western Nebraska. We're tied at 63 all. Here comes Kritnich. He'll go in the corner to Ozajavi. Slow it up now to Frederick. We're just inside 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Kritnich between the circles. Left side, Frederick. Frederick cut off by Biko Johnson, takes it back out. 7 on the shot clock. Ball's intercepted. Uri comes up with it for Western Nebraska. Uri weaves, puts it up and in. His first points of the game. Western has the lead, and now the ball's knocked out of bounds by Uri as Eastern Wyoming tried for the fast break at the other end, and we've got timeout taken here by Eastern Wyoming. 8.5 minutes to go. 65-63 Western Nebraska on the West Coast.
Papa Murphy's has done it. They've created a limited time pizza that's as hog wild as the football fan and all of us, the Hog Heaven Pizza. And when it goes hog wild, it takes that literally. Combining a savory mix of Canadian bacon, Italian sausage, and chopped bacon, it's mighty, meaty, and made for fans. Just take and bake it at home in your oven and you can have it hot right at kickoff. So pick up yours today at Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
In 1942, 10 individuals put up $10 each to purchase a gas station in Alliance, forming the cooperative that would become Westco. Over the past 80 years, Westco has grown to 6 divisions with locations throughout the Wyobraska area. From our first location in Alliance to our most recent acquisition in Wheatland, Westco is grateful to our producers, patrons, and communities for making the past 80 years possible, and we look forward to serving you for years to come. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
You are listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of WNCC Athletics.
Did we expect anything different when Eastern Wyoming and Western Nebraska get together? The Highway 26 battle continues. It's 65-63 Western Nebraska leading. Eastern Wyoming to inbound on the baseline. Barbee to trigger the play. He'll get it down low. Kritnich, he'll turn the left-handed shot. Soft touch goes in. It bounced off the back iron and fell in. We are tied up for the 5th time. 65 all. Uri gives to Biko Johnson. Johnson to the left side. Whips the pass back to Sawyer. He fakes the 3, gives it to Biko. Biko Johnson drives, skips it outside. Uri is open. The 3 comes off the front iron, and a foul will be called as Barbee gets the rebound and was bumped into by Biko Johnson. And Biko will have his 3rd personal foul. So he has 3, and it's over the bonus. Only 3 fouls have been called on Eastern Wyoming the entire half. And Western's over the limit, so it'll be Barbee to shoot a 1-and-1. He has 13 points. At the half, he was 1 of 4. At the stripe, he's 4 of 4 here in the second, and he'll earn the bonus as that one goes in cleanly. 66-65. Eastern Wyoming with the lead back. 67-65 as the pair of free throws gives the advantage to Eastern Wyoming. 7 minutes, 52 seconds remain as Uri brings it across. High post, Ovia. Now Sawyer. Nice pass down low to Biko Johnson. He'll be doubled, so he'll get it out to Beulah. Beulah trying to shake free, couldn't. Biko Johnson with it on the baseline. They're going to say out of bounds off Biko Johnson. Turnover against Western Nebraska. They have 9. Eastern Wyoming has 10 in the game. 67-65. Eastern Wyoming, they've got the ball back. Here comes Kritnovich. He'll give to Osajabi. Now Varisto with it. He just signals out of play. Gives to Osajabi. Kritnich, long way from the hoop. Fakes. Comes into the middle. Ball's taken right out of his hands. But a foul's going to be called. It'll be Biko Johnson, I believe, who came down to help out. We'll see. Might be Ovia. I haven't put the foul up on the board because I think they're as confused as I am as to who it's going to be on. It's going to be Biko. Biko Johnson has his 4th personal foul. See, we'll see Nikolic come back in. Rodney Sawyer will take a breather. And Kritnovich, who for all of his pounding around inside, very physical player, hasn't had a free throw in the ball game. He'll have 1 and 1 coming here. Kritnovich hits it to earn the bonus. That gives him 19 points. The average is 11.8. Boy, he's done a nice job tonight. 68-65. Not just points, rebounds, being a presence inside. 3-point lead, Eastern Wyoming. 7:14 to go. He'll hit it again. 69-65. And Biko Johnson with 4 fouls. Uri, left side, Beulah. Beulah will be doubled in the corner. Flips it out to Nikolic. Uri, back to Nikolic. Launches the 3. It's off long. And the rebound, Eastern Wyoming, Micah Glover. Glover gives it to Kritnich. It's a bad pass. It's intercepted. And we'll have a foul on Kritnovich as C.J. Johnson intercepted. And Kritnovich ran into him for his 3rd personal foul. I believe it's 3. Nope, they're going to say 2. So one of those is on somebody else. So it's Western Nebraska with the ball after the turnover, but down 4. Uri hurries it up, gives to Beulah. Now Nikolic. Beulah, Uri. Well outside the arc yet. He'll take it down on the left side. Skips it down into the corner. Here comes Beulah on the drive. It'll be an offensive foul. So Beulah will have his 2nd personal foul. Comes with 6.5 minutes to go. It's also a turnover on Western Nebraska. And Eastern Wyoming with a 4-point lead to inbound it. Barusto into Glover. He waves everybody back. He'll work one-on-one against Nikolic. Has it across. Nikolic, nice move into the paint. He'll spin, takes a 10-footer, misses badly. Rebound off to Osajabi. He'll put it up no good. Gets it back again and is going to be fouled on his 3rd attempt as he kept getting the offensive rebounds and kept fighting to put it up. That one will go against Beulah and be his 3rd. Beulah picking up a couple in short order here. And Osajavi will be shooting his first free throw of the night. He has 11 points, averages 9.1. Hits 65% of his tosses, but misses this one. Still a 4-point Eastern Wyoming lead. We're going to see Thorpe come in. Ovia will leave. And Western Nebraska lining up all of the rebounding positions. Eastern Wyoming has everybody back. 6:09 to go. They don't need him as Osajavi puts the 2nd one in. Makes it a 5-pointer, 70-65. Spin by Uri, goes down low with it on the feed to Thorpe. Now outside, 3-pointer won't go, and the rebound, Eastern Wyoming. And the ball knocked away, but recovered by Osajavi. And we're going to have an offensive foul against Eastern Wyoming. Double teamed in the corner. That will be Varisto called as he threw an elbow, apparently. And he'll pick up his third personal foul. Boy, Eastern survived a couple close-in shots by Western Nebraska there, and then the foul called on Varisto. Timeout on the floor. 5:48 to go. 70-65. Eastern Wyoming on the West Coast scoreboard.
Here at Team Auto Center Body Shop, we've got over 75 years of experience. From minor dents to major collision and storm damage, we repair all makes and models. No matter how your vehicle got damaged, we'll make sure it gets fixed right and on time. Where you get your vehicle repaired is not your insurance company's decision. It's yours, and we will work hand in hand with your insurance company to make the process as smooth as possible. Team Auto Center Body Shop. Choosing the best is no accident.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
KOLT 690 AM, your home for Cougar Athletics.
Western Nebraska finds themselves down 5 with 5:48 to go in the ball game, 70-65. And Western Nebraska has the basketball. Beulah will inbound to Uri. Uri up on the left side, takes a screen to the right, finds an opening, hooks it back outside. Here is Beulah hitting the three. He's in doubles after 4 3-pointers. 70-68, Eastern Wyoming. Inside 5.5 minutes to go now. Man-to-man defense. Varisto with it on the left side. Pulls up, wanted the shot, couldn't get it. Passes off to Barbee. He'll miss. Barbee misses, and Vukovic with the rebound. But Western Nebraska can tie it with a 2. Just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Uri up on the left side. Now takes a screen right, nothing developing. Whips a pass, and it's intercepted by Kritnich. Good defense. Get it down low and put in by Varisto. Good transition for Eastern Wyoming, and they lead it by 4, 72-68 after the turnover on Western Nebraska. C.J. Johnson back in. Thorpe high post with it. Thorpe to Beulah. Beulah drives paint, starts up, and draws the foul. That'll only be the 5th or 6th. That'll go against Kritnich. Swan comes in. Glover goes out, non-shooting. And that was the 3rd foul on Kritnich. Ball inbounded to C.J. Johnson, left corner. Go on top with it to Beulah. He faked the 3, but gives it away. Drive by Biko Johnson. He'll be fouled. So now the bonus in effect. Eastern Wyoming's already in the double bonus, but this will be the bonus, and Barbee gets the foul. And it will be Biko Johnson at the line for Western Nebraska. Barbee with his 3rd personal. Biko Johnson has gone 1 out of 2 at the line. The shot misses. It was a 1-and-1. It was before the shot. So rebound taken off by Eastern Wyoming. Ozajavi with it to Barbee. Western Nebraska down 4. Kritnich takes the pass in. He'll hand it to Barbee. Barbee goes baseline and puts it in. It's an offensive foul. It'll wipe the hoop out as Biko Johnson got set. Remember, Biko with 4 personal fouls, and Barbee now with 4 himself, plus a turnover. So Biko Johnson setting outside the arc. He was set. I could see from where he was at that he had not moved, so I wondered if there would be any call. Biko Johnson lets the ball trickle to the timeline before he picks it up to save some time. Biko Johnson takes it to the hoop, dishes in the corner. C.J. out to Beulah. 3-pointer rolls all the way around and comes out. Eastern Wyoming with it. Barbee slips. We're going to have double dribble called on Barbee as he tried to do it all himself, and the turnover gives Western Nebraska the ball back. Still 72-68, however. Western Nebraska has not been able to score in about a minute and a half here since the score got to that margin. Beulah takes the inbound. Daniel Beulah, 6'5" freshman. Thorpe down to Johnson. They'll call it an offensive foul on Biko Johnson, and he is just fouled out of the ball game. So Johnson fouling out with 3 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the contest, and a turnover on Western Nebraska besides, as they simply have not been able to get anything on the board here. Press will be on. Western Nebraska needs to cause something. Ball will be inbounded to Swan. Swan working on the near side against C.J. Johnson. Across. Picks the dribble up. Goes to Verusto. Front of the Eastern bench. Verusto in the corner. Pinned. Ball knocked away, but Koritnik picks it up and scores. Koritnik found the loose basketball, drives and scores, and Eastern Wyoming leads it 74-68. 3:12 remaining, clock running, shot won't go. Verusto with the rebound. Eastern Wyoming trying to run some clock out. Verusto has it knocked away twice, knocked away a third time, knocked away a fourth time, and we're going to have kicking the ball against Eastern Wyoming. Turnover against Verusto ultimately, but one of the other teammates for him kicked the ball to try and keep it away from Western Nebraska. Timeout, Tom Anderson and Eastern. 2:58 to go, 6-point lead, Eastern Wyoming on the West Coast scoreboard.
No job is ever done without the right fuels. This is Brian from Dooley Oil. In this country, our extreme conditions call for extreme measures. We carry both red and clear diesel treated with power service to keep injectors clean and add lubricity and avoid gelling up in cold weather. We also offer a full line of house products designed to keep you on the road and field. Committed to service, Dooley Oil offers delivery too. Stop in at 2475 North 10th Street on the Scottsbluff Gearing Highway or call 633-2764.
You're listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of the Cougars.
6 threes in the second half for Western Nebraska. They had 5 in the first half. Eastern Wyoming had 1 in the first half, 2 in the second, but they put in a bushel basket of 2-pointers and lead it 74-68. There's 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball in to Maurice Walker. He's in with Biko Johnson fouling out now. Uree to the left side. He'll drive low, feeds down to Thorpe. He'll be fouled and the shot won't go in, but that's going to be Koritnik. And that will be his 4th personal foul. So the man who has really owned the boards for Eastern Wyoming tonight, getting some putbacks at crucial times, and Thorpe will be at the line. He hits the first one. It bounced around a while and kept us in suspense, but it goes in, and it's 74-69. 5-point lead, Eastern Wyoming. Thorpe puts the second one up, same result, rolls around a while, goes in. 74-70, Eastern Wyoming. Swan, he's across right in front of me, just bumping up against the defender all the way now, backs down low, feeds it to Barbee, who wisely takes it out of there to try and use a little time now, drives right side, puts it off glass, it misses, rebound Uree. Uree races down court, misses, Thorpe tries to put it in, can't, and now the ball's lost off the hands of CLO Jajabi. And it's a turnover on Eastern Wyoming. Western Nebraska missed a tough layup there. It's still 74-70. Western Nebraska down 4, but has the basketball. CJ takes it, gives it to Uree. Uree to the left side. He'll set up for a 3-pointer, but it's off iron. Rebound taken by Eastern Wyoming, Ate Varisto. Kritnich in the forecourt. He'll be doubled. Flips the ball near side. Varisto drives into the paint, kicks it into the corner, and we're going to have a foul against Western. And it's 2 shots, remember, because the double bonus in effect. Maurice Walker picks this one up, I think. No, Yuri will pick it up. 22, not 23. So his third. 2 shots coming here for Varisto. Varisto can hit double digits with a free throw. He hasn't shot one tonight. It bounces around and goes in, much like Thorpe's did at the other end. 75-70. Eastern Wyoming with just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game, a 5-point lead. Varisto averages 10.1. He makes the free throw. That gives him 11. 76-70. Yuri directing traffic as to where he wants everybody to go. He'll give it to Beulah. Beulah to Thorpe outside the arc. Squares to the hoop. Looks low. Nothing there. Hands it away to Beulah. Now CJ, get it down to Thorpe. He'll lay it in. And Western Nebraska takes timeout with 1 minute and 36 seconds to go. It's 76-72 Eastern Wyoming on the West Coast scoreboard.
There are few things more frustrating than waiting on parts. Floyd's Truck Center carries a large variety of OEM and aftermarket parts for your heavy and medium-duty trucks. With multiple locations, there's an even better chance that they'll have it on hand. And here's the good news. If they do have to order the parts, the distribution center is in Des Moines. That means parts overnight, arriving earlier in the morning and getting you back onto the road or in the field. Floyd's Truck Center, your Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh dealer. 322 South Beltline Highway, Scottsbluff.
KOLT 690 AM, your home for WNCC athletics.
Dooley Oil's been providing great service since 1968. They are your distributors for premium Shell lubricants and house fuel additive in Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado, and the extreme diesel fuel provider in the 3-state region. Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all of your quality automotive repair needs, helping to bring you the broadcast also. Women won earlier for Western Nebraska, 82-55. This one a nail-biter right down to the end, 76-72. Eastern Wyoming with the lead. Eastern Wyoming 3-6. They're 1-2 away. Western Nebraska 3-3 right now. Eastern Wyoming has the basketball to inbound with 1 minute and 36 seconds to go, leading it by 4 points. Ball flipped in to Kritnich. Quickly Varisto. He'll go back out to Swan with it. Sophomore out of Casper, Wyoming. Didn't stay home to play for the T-Birds. Playing for the Lancers in Torrington. Varisto with it left side. He'll take a long 3 and hit it. Boy, he just stood there for a while and then decided, well, nothing else going on. I'll hit the shot. That could be huge. Here's Beulah answering back from the corner. 50-minute and 3 to go right now. Now 59. The ball's tied up by Swan. Swan will get rid of it to Barbee. Barbee off to Varisto. 79-75. Here's Barbee driving. Foul on the floor ahead of the shot. But remember, with the foul situation like it is right now, 2 shots for Eastern every time they have a whistle, and it'll be Barbee at the line. Barbee has 14 points in the game, 9 in the first half, and now he has 15 as he puts the free throw home. He has one more coming. Talk about a tale of 2 halves, 1 of 4 in the first half. He is 6 of 7 in the second half. And it rims out. Rebound taken off by Western Nebraska. 80-75. Western Nebraska down 5. Walker, quick 3, puts it in. First points of the night. Timeout, Western Nebraska. 80-78. Eastern Wyoming leading with 42 seconds to go on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we build our firm around a deep respect for planning. Our commitment to helping you plan effectively, invest wisely, and map a realistic course to your future is nowhere more evident than our Envision planning process. Put the process to work for you. We'll be with you every step of the way. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst, Senior Vice President of Investments, today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
Your home and away voice of the Cougars, KOLT, 690 AM.
42.2 seconds, 80-78, Eastern Wyoming leading. One of the subs, Abraham Moumbu, for Eastern Wyoming was trying to tell Tom Anderson they didn't put the right score up, I think. So Tom called the official over to make sure, but that was right. The Walker 3 made it 80-78. Still a lot of time to go, but remember, 2 free throws anytime Western fouls. Now, Eastern Wyoming's at 9, so if they happen to foul, Western Nebraska will have 10 coming themselves, or 2, because it'll be the 10 foul limit. Down on the baseline, Ryan Swan will inbound for Torrington, or Eastern Wyoming. Swan looking for cutters through the middle. He'll get it to Kritnick. Back to Swan. Now across to Glover. Glover against Uree. At the timeline, he's got it across. 20 on the shot clock now, 29 seconds on the game clock. Eastern Wyoming by 2, 80-78. Swan takes the handoff out top. Now flips it down to Kritnick. He'll hit the shot. What a move. An athletic move by Kritnick makes it a 4-pointer with 14 seconds. Here's the drive. Uree scores. That will stop the clock, plus Western takes timeout. Uree driving layup makes it 82-80. And there's 11 and a half seconds to go. He's going to hang on to it here rather than miss what goes on here. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer, Castle and Cook Mortgage, key to your castle. And Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff proudly supports the WNCC Cougars. Dr. Levi Bolin can treat all your chiropractic needs. Call Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture at 633-1425. Well, this one coming down to the end, 82-80. Eastern Wyoming with the lead. They said 1-2 on the road, but they've lost to McCook and North Platte in the season opening weekend on their home floor. Now, those are non-Region 9 games because North Platte and McCook in the south, while Eastern Wyoming's in the north. 11 and a half seconds to go. Swan, who's done a nice job of inbounding against pressure, will inbound again for Eastern Wyoming. He'll get it into the corner for Risto. He'll be fouled by Walker as he tried to get the steal, but it'll be 2 shots coming with 10 seconds to go, 10.1 to be exact. And 1 would make it difficult. 2 could make it well nigh impossible for Western Nebraska. Varisto is 2 of 2 in free throwing. He has 14 points, including 2 of the 4 3-pointers made by Eastern. It misses. So there will be 1 coming. Tom Anderson, I think, telling the official if it goes in, I want a timeout. Varisto steps to the line. Crowd trying to get on him here. He'll put it in. So a 3-point game, timeout, Eastern Wyoming. 81-78. Again, we're going to keep it here rather than have a chance of missing the finals of this one. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst, 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Your smile's in good hands with Dr. Lastovica, welcoming new patients, including children. Game's also being brought to you by Ryan's Welding. They sell PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. It's been a good one. Women's game, Western Nebraska trailed early, came back to trail by 1 at the quarter, led at half. Bigger lead after 3, and a bigger lead yet at the end of the game. It was 82-55, Western Nebraska. But this one, boy, it's just been nip and tuck. We've had a total of 5 ties, 4 lead changes. Last tie was at 65 all. Western Nebraska trailing 83-80. You would think they could only hope for a tie to perhaps send it to overtime. Western Nebraska losing an overtime game to LCCC on this court just a week and a half ago. Inbounding will be Beulah. There'll be a little pressure on and a quick foul by Glover. That was a smart play by Eastern Wyoming because it's only 2 free throws coming. And Glover has all kinds of fouls to give. He had 1 right at the end of the first half. So what it's going to do is put Uri at the line. He'll have 2 shots coming because it is the 10 foul limit now. Scoreboard hasn't put it up, but believe me, it's 10 fouls. Official going over since they haven't put 10 fouls up to make sure he's right. Got the calculator out and say yes. No, they're saying 9. I had 10 against Eastern Wyoming. Apparently they left 1 off earlier. Well, anyway, it'll be a 1-and-1. Ozajavi comes in to rebound. If there's a miss, Uri will be at the line. It is 2. They finally changed and said 2 shots coming. Tom Anderson comes over now to find out what's going on. And poor Daniel Beulah talking with Enzo Uri. There's going to be all kinds of time taken in here that Uri's going to have to surpass mentally. So it is 2 shots coming. And Uri, with his team down 3, puts it up and misses. So they'll have to miss this one, I would think. Uri gets the ball back. Down 3, 8.7 seconds. He'll put it up. It goes in. So down 2 and timeout taken on the court. 8.7 seconds to go. 83-81 Eastern Wyoming, as neither team wants to get any separation in this one. Been a heck of a game. Viera Wireless has hometown roots and global reach. Viera Wireless in Scotts Bluff. In Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. They're located at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. Trans Systems, it's a sweet haul in this sweet community. Drive teamgreen.com. Well, Western Nebraska will not have any coverage on KOLT for a little while. It'll be the 9th of December when we'll be back. There'll be a home match against Northwest. That's both men and women. And they'll both play on Saturday also, and then both travel to Cheyenne to take on LCCC on Tuesday the 13th before the break for the holiday. Swan to inbound. Western Nebraska needs a miracle. Swan gets it in the corner. They may have the miracle. No! One official indicated that it looked like it was going in favor of Western Nebraska. The other came over and overruled him, so it'll be inbounded by Eastern Wyoming. Swan to inbound. Swan has it knocked away, out of bounds, and they'll say off Eastern Wyoming. No, the same official pointed the wrong direction, apparently. He's got a big grin on his face. Western Nebraska wondering what is going on. And we're going to see Ozajavi come back in for Bar B. He's a bigger target to take a pass. There's 7.4 seconds to go. They're all human, right? All the officials. Here's the lob going down court. It'll be taken in by Ozajavi. He misses. Rebound CJ. Here comes the three by Beulah at the buzzer. It's off the back iron. And Western Nebraska wins it. Wow. Billy Engel racing over because a couple of the players wanting to follow the officials into the locker room, and he doesn't want anything to happen there. Very adamant about getting them back out onto the playing court to avoid any sanctions. But this one ends up 83-81. A couple of very disputed calls at the end. But Western Nebraska trailing at halftime 42-35. And they outscored Eastern Wyoming 46-41 in the second half, but fall by a score of 83-81. And congratulations to Billy Engel to make sure the team, with their emotions running high, didn't end up with some problems there. We'll have the Runs of Post-Game show.
The lot is filling back up at Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scotts Bluff. Lots of options from dump trailers and bumper pull dumps to equipment tilt, super wides, car haulers, and utility. Ryan's is also a full-service welding and fabrication shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scotts Bluff or call 308-575-0710 to find what you're looking for. If it's not in stock, they'll get it for you. Let these hardworking PJ trailers go to work for you. Built in Texas to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Come see the quality for yourself.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said, "Get your hands off my burrito." Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast. Only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
Let Marker Ag, Purina, and Calboss help increase the utilization of your winter pastures and corn stalks and fill those nutritional gaps. Purina rangeland varieties of cooked molasses, protein tubs, and Calboss's liquid supplement with a full chelated mineral package. This will increase forage intake and digestion to help your cattle get through the rough winter ahead. Stop by 718 21st Avenue or call Marker Ag at 633-1057 to let us help you with your supplement options.
Stop into Viero today for our best deals of the season. Get the latest devices and best prices, including the brand new iPhone 14, which you can get on us. Whether you're a new or current customer, you'll get the same deal. All through the holiday season, get a free screen protector with your new phone, along with the mystery stocking stuffer. So this year, get the gift of a great phone on the best network with no hidden fees. Shop a Viero store or Viero.com today. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
It's time now for the Runza Post-Game Show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better. Now, with the Runza Post-Game Show, once again, Chuck Schwartz.
Before we run through totals on this one, the coach has graciously made his way over. And Billy, I know you had to put in a little time because the emotion of your players would avoid any possibility of sanction or something as they were after official play. Shall we just say a couple of unusual calls there where, I don't know if the officials just got confused, but he pointed the wrong direction supposedly 2 times in a row on those defensive plays.
Yeah, certainly some head scratches there. I don't know if everyone. Yeah. Certainly. Look back and see what was going on here. Brock, feels
winning team.
Well, I mean, 39%, you can't complain about that at all. We talked about that 40% shooter being a really high-level shooter at 39% of the team. I mean, that's pretty good, but, higher level than that. Downs, Glass, and Kodos, they walked into the team, got the easy layup over and over and over again. Killed us, and obviously we also got beat on the free throw line.
And boy, that terrific. Just 23.
Yep.
He just really got crucial rebounds after crucial rebounds.
Yep, he knew he was a good player. We had him on the scouting report. We seen him play live. We knew he was going to be tough to deal with, and we just couldn't do the job well enough. Number 24, first on the glass as well. Both of the guys really put that in the glass. We weren't tough enough. We didn't play with no part down there.
And of course, we talked in the pregame. You had some people injured, and let's just talk for a minute of people that are Cameron Dennis. It looked like he was going to be one heck of a player for you, and unfortunately now his season is over.
Yeah, I mean, we could make the argument about several guys on the roster, as far as who's our best player, who's our most talented player. And that argument can easily be made about him. He has truly got gifted abilities. He's likely one of the most dynamic electric players. I pleasure being around. But that injury hurts us a lot. So next guy up, and gotta have a great attitude about it all, and find a way to keep getting better.
Billy, thanks for stopping by. Best of luck when you head to Gillette with the interim role.
Thank you.
We'll have more.
Fun facts about owning your own hot tub, courtesy of High Plains Spas and Recreation. Relaxing in your spa before bed helps soothe your aches and pains, allowing for a deeper, more rewarding sleep. Hot Spring Spas offers features like entertainment systems with Bluetooth capability, waterfalls, LED lighting, volcano jets, and more. Yes, sleeping like a baby is just one great reason, but there's plenty more. Stay tuned or stop into High Plains Spas and Recreation, where they sell fun. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 1725 East Oberlin, Scotts Bluff.
5-time Pinnacle Award winner, Well-Life Assisted Living at Scotts Bluff. We have multiple apartment styles to fit your needs, as well as our top-of-the-line care team from trained and experienced team members. From day-long parties to our 5-star dining experience, Well-Life at Scotts Bluff is the premier assisted living community in Scotts Bluff. To learn more about our care and rent specials, give us a call at 308-632-1760 or visit us online at WLScottsBluff.com.
WNCC 690 AM, your home and away voice of the Cougars.
Well, welcome back. We'll take a look at scoring for Eastern Wyoming first in this one as they end up winning at 83-81. 24 points for Marco Britnich. He was 2 for 2 at the line. Just a beast underneath the handle. He did a great job for Eastern. John Barbie had 16. He averaged 20.1, which is 23rd in the country, but 8 of 12 in free throwing. Just 1 of 4 in the first half, but 7 of 8 in the second half when they really needed him. 15 points for Ate Risto. He was 3 for 4 at the line and a couple of three-pointers. Half of the three-pointers Eastern had in the game, plus a big one late. So he's been looking around, moving back and hit it at a crucial time. 12 points, Seal Osajabi, 1 for 2 at the line. He had a three-pointer also. 6 points, Micah Glover. He had a 3. It was 3 out of 4 free throws. 4 points, Gad Steve. 4 points also, Ryan Swan. 2 points for Malik Frederick. 9 played, 9 scored in the game. Wyoming. For Western Nebraska, 5 in double digits in the ballgame. 15 for Daniel Mula. He hit 5 threes. And this is the guy who's averaging 2.2 points. This is one coming in. 12 points, 16 Carl Ford. Solid in this one. 12 points, Rodney Sawyer, 1 of 2 at the line. C.J. Johnson finished with 11. He was 1 for 2 at the strike. Nico Johnson fouled out with 3:41 to go. He had 11 points. He was 1 of 3 at the line with a 2 three-pointers. 5 points for Enzo Uri, 1 for 3, 1 of 2. 3 points for Maurice Walker, 0 for 3. And for Stephen Ovia. And it's like 9 played, 9 scored for Western Nebraska. We'll look at some of the team totals and comparisons when we come back on the Runza post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another post-game. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza post-game
great. You've had a year full of adventures with Platte Valley Bank by your side. We hope as you reflect on the past, it is both a grateful attitude and joyful memories. Thank you for trusting us in your financial journey. Our wish to you as the holiday season is merry, bright, and full of new opportunities. Experience the difference with Platte Valley Bank as you embark on the new year. You belong. Platte Valley Bank. Member FDIC.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still have that longing.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you are thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Chuck Schwartz, the voice of WNCC Athletics.
Western Nebraska ends up losing at 8-1. Yeah, some hot inside shooting by Eastern Wyoming kept them with the victory.